Hey, this is Jason here again for another week of Mortgage Protection Mastery. I'm here with Elyssa, who will be setting appointments live in front of you using our #1 mortgage protection lead. Guaranteed to get you 2, 3, 4 times the results that you're receiving now at your organization or lead company, and allow you to sell anywhere from 1 to 3 annuities a week. So it's a very lucrative situation you'll be placed in, and I'm not making any money on these leads, so you might as well try them, okay? Again, I'm not making any money on the lead system. You might as well give it a shot. Give me a sec. You need the #1 mortgage protection lead that I feel, and I've ran them all. I've been everywhere. I've run them all. I know what you're using. I've run it. We all use the same thing out there, guys. Doesn't change. IMO to agency to NMO. It doesn't change. It's basically the same stuff. People are hurting out there today. People are struggling for leads, man, and they can't find the right systems to use. So we've created it. We own the lead house anyway, so we get to kind of adjust the lead per your area, per our area, per city, per county. Make sure it works just right. And people are filling out the card, sending it in, getting it back to you, and you're seeing, 15, 20 people a week. And that's how we want to do it. So listen up. I'm not going to put her on camera this morning because it's early on Saturday, but I will allow you to listen in on it, okay? And then we'll go over some points after the telephone dial. So if you want to hear the live lead appointment setting program today, stay tuned and just listen in, okay? Oops. Okay, make sure you watch your language.
Not starting at 8:30. Can't call people till 8:30.
All right, so let me continue until she's ready. Without the right resources in your business, as I keep repeating week in and week out, the right lead systems, the right marketing, the right storefront, how can you survive in a business where you don't have any marketing? First of all, a lot of you get into this industry and thinking you're going to be able to survive on a couple leads a week. I can make it on 10. And your upline's literally dumb enough to tell you to do that. So what's the difference between 10 and 40? Numbers. You get to the numbers that actually work in this industry, you need to sit or at least be able to dial like 100 people a week. If you have old leads, B leads, 100 of them, your average should be 5 to 10 appointments. If you get 20 out of them, great. But your average should be 5 to 10 appointments on 100 B leads. So do the math. Is it easier and if you buy 10 new leads, you might sell 1 or 2 of those, or you might not even sit with 1 or 2 of those. So that's difficult to tell new reps to put all that money towards new resources when I know they're not going to make it because their education just isn't and they don't have enough resources yet. So when you hit 100 leads, even new leads, it's a little more comfortable in this business. You're not there yet, but it's a little more comfortable. How do you keep going? Keep going in this industry. You gotta have 20 leads a week minimum coming in. Minimum. If you don't have 20 leads a week minimum coming in, and you have 10 new leads coming in, you need to fill the void and get 10 B leads coming in too, at least minimum. So, without a question, you also need to have your scripts down. A lot of you are learning from people that just don't have enough time in the industry. You're learning from people that basically have a year in and under. You're going for high comp level, not understanding that doesn't make money. Listen, the whole concept of comp level, it makes sense to make to want to make more. I get it. But if you don't have the education, you can't make a dime, and you fail. You just fail soon. Hold on. So you got to understand that your failure rate is high when you don't when you don't listen to these simple strategies. At the end of the day, what we're going to do today is just listen in. Listen to how she sets the appointment. You can hear the tonalities. Big deal. You can listen to tonality. You can listen to the pitch. You can listen to the script itself. It's not 4 pages long, guys. So get an idea of how simple this can be for you and how quickly you can set more appointments. You can use today as that format. So as we wait, I think it would be good to show you what a lead looks like. That's a lead. So this lead here in this demographics was $30. This can go to $50. Depending on the demographics of where it's at in the counties that I choose, this is 30. Why? Because I got a higher response in that area. So I paid less. So it all depends on where you're at and what you're going to pay for these things, because you're doing mail drops. This gets to Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones fills it out, sends it back through the mail system, goes to her mailbox, puts it in the mailbox, sends it back. Your mail house receives it, emails it to you. You get it 2 weeks later. Has a telephone number. Best time to call. Mortgage amount $288,680. Age 61. No significant other. What do you need to do with this lead? You got to figure out some things. You got to know what her health is like. That would be good. For new people walking into things that they don't understand, it's good to understand what you're walking into, and then you can have a plan. You can call your upline and say, listen, I have a woman who has cancer for the past 3 years. What do I do? I have somebody that has diabetes for the past 10 years. What do I do? I have somebody that has diabetes and has insulin for the past 3 years. What do I do? I have somebody that's COPD, so on and so on. You know, this allows you to walk in and know what your options are. As a broker, it makes it very simple to narrow it down. You should only be using 3 or 4 companies anyway. Yes, you should be using Foresters. Yes, you should be using AIG. Yes, you should be using Royal Neighbors, Mutual of Omaha. I don't think you need to press it any further, unless you're doing index universal lives. So, you got to find out if there's a significant other. This doesn't say it. It just says that somebody's 61 in there. Angel's in there. So you call Angel up, you find out. Who the significant other is, or who the beneficiary is of this house. And then from that point, you can lead into setting the appointment. But get some ideas from these people so you can walk in understanding what's at this home and what you'll need.
I have to pass it.
You stuff it in here. And your facts, and just stuff the papers right in there. Okay, so let me go over some things. Getting the facts on the leads. Learn to set more appointments. What you need to do is just put it to me and I'll put it in here for you. I didn't know you were doing all this.
Yeah, I said you didn't ask to do some. Tell me your webinar is at 10.
How about this? you can handle that after because no company's open anyway. And that would have been very helpful and will make me look like an idiot. Pay increase of $50 to $100 to $500 per lead. So we had a new rep out last night, 9 o'clock at night. He calls us, says, I made the sale. He sells a $300 deal and he sells a $500 deal, almost an $8,000 deal to him, and he's new. He went through, I don't know how many leads did he get. He got 11, I think. And he's on a weekly lead order basis. So he's starting to get a little etchy. He's not making any money. So he's putting all this money in, he's not making any money out yet. And then boom, $8,000 comes his way. That'll change his world for what? A month or two, 3 months in his world, you know, financially. So when you are getting flustered and frustrated in this industry, understand it's the time you need to invest the weight. The weight's important. While you're waiting, you should be getting educated. If you're not doing that, you're not meeting this business and this industry halfway. If you're just going in the field, you're beating on doors and you're trying to get into homes and you're trying to buy these leads and you're failing, and you're not studying. You're not looking at what the masters are doing, what the upline's doing. You're not going to create a great business for yourself. So pay increase of $50 to $100 to $500 per app. If I told you today that when you do this my way, that your increases are $100 to $500 per app, what do you say to that? I mean, it's proof. I have the proof. Nowhere else can ever tell you that. You know, I don't get it with, and I'm saying just try the lead. I'm not saying you have to join the organization. I'm not telling you have to be a part of my downline. I'm telling you just try the lead out. Oh, he must make money on leads. I don't make a dime on leads. Why would he want to do this? Well, we'll learn that later. But for now, maybe it's just because I want to help you. Did you ever think of that? So you have 1 to 3 annuity sales weekly. 1 to 3 annuity sales weekly. She's almost ready. I'm going to say this last part. 1 to 3 annuity sales weekly, guaranteed in most areas. Okay. So I'm going to let Elyssa take it over. Oh, simpler agency growth. That's a big one for you agency owners or agency wannabe owners. So simpler agency growth.
We're sorry, it is not.
But by the way, there's already 18 appointments set for this week. And I'll show you, I can prove that too. But she's not going to be setting that many, but I figured maybe you hear a couple. There's already 18 appointments set. I'll show you in a second.
Hi, is Nancy in, please? Hi, Nancy. This is Elyssa. You have request information for mortgage protection. Do you remember doing that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, I'm actually the agent that...
I sent some flip back. Is that in reference to what the problem about?
Yes.
Okay. Well, could you give us 10 minutes to call back? We're just getting up.
Sure. No problem.
All right. Appreciate it. Your name?
Alyssa?
Okay. We'll be waiting for your call.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wow, could you imagine calling a lead that wants you to call them back? How do you like them apples?
Hi, Mrs. Lou?
Yes?
Hi, this is Elyssa. You had requested information for mortgage protection. Do you remember doing that?
No, I don't need to buy that. Thank you.
Is your husband around? Hung up on me.
See, she kind of knew she was going to get hung up on. I don't know. It's kind of marked out, but she went to ask for the husband next. So she's exhausting all options, which is good.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 35.
Hi, Brad.
Yes.
Hi, this is Elyssa. You had requested information for mortgage protection. You remember doing that?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm the agent that handles your area. Next week I'll be back in Brooksdale. Unfortunately, I'm totally booked next week, but I will be in your area. Do you work during the day for scheduling reasons?
Yes.
Okay, so what time are you done with work?
Well, I'm usually home by 6 or 7, but I'm off on Thursday afternoon.
Okay. How about your wife? I would need her there as well. Does she work or?
No.
Okay, so Thursday, November 8th. What time would be good for you?
Thursday, November 8th. About, 2 or 3 o'clock.
Okay, I'll put you both down for 2 o'clock. And what is your current age, Brad?
54.
Are you a smoker or not?
Smoke.
Okay, and what is your wife's name?
Edward.
Oh, I'm sorry, significant other. And how old is he?
55.
Okay. Is he a smoker as well?
No.
Okay, non-smoker. You checked off here, one of you had a heart attack, stroke, or cancer. Which issue and which person?
No. No heart attack, no strokes, no cancer.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Never mind. I see. You had somebody has high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Okay, may I verify your address, please? Is it 3451 Baton Road in Brooksdale?
Yes.
Okay, Brad and Edward. Okay, if you could be so kind because it's so far out. I'm sorry that it's so far out. It's just I run 5 counties and that's my first available time. I will be in Brooksdale. So that'll be November 8th at 2 p.m. And if you could make sure that Edward's there as well, that would be great.
Okay.
My name's Elyssa. I will be with my husband, Jason. Okay?
Elyssa and Jason.
You got it. It might not be exactly 2, like if you can give us some leeway between 2 and 3. I know some people get upset if we're not there prompt.
No, that doesn't matter.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you. I appreciate that. You have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Significant other. So it doesn't always have to be husband and wife. These days, you never know what people are living with or married to. So that's kind of what we're in. So you have to adapt. And she got around that and figured it out and set the appointment. But you don't want to make somebody feel like they're, not a piece of this world and hang up on you.
Hi, is Warner in, please?
Speaking.
Hi, this is Elyssa. You had requested information for mortgage protection. Do you remember doing that? Okay, great. Well, I'm the agent that handles your area. Let me see. Are you retired, Warner? You and your wife, or do you guys still work?
Yeah, we're retired.
Okay, great. And you're in the Villages, right?
Yeah.
So my first appointment would be next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Would you both be available then?
No, I didn't want to ask a couple questions.
Sure.
Is this life insurance or is this just replacement of the loan payment?
It's mortgage protection. So in the event something were to happen to you or your wife, it would just pay off the loan.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're really not interested.
Okay, so one of you could cover the loan in the event that the other one was disabled or passed away or became ill?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Mhm. Bye.
Well, there he's feeling like he wants to use cash to do it. He's supportive of the fact that he may have enough money, or
$330,000.
or he believes in his life insurance. So that one you'd have to handle a little differently and put a little more oomph towards basically getting to examine what he has and saying, well, you know, the banks have sent this out in consideration that you may have term life insurance that will run out, and or that you don't want to dabble into your retirement schedule. If you die tomorrow, you know, she's got $300-some thousand to pay off, plus 20, 30 years of life to go. So, you know, you don't want to leave her with that kind of debt and that much life to live. So, so go to the point where you piss them off and get hung up on them. I mean, really, you bought the lead, you might as well get hung up on them, you know, to be honest with you. But it depends on your energy, too. Sometimes Alyssa's already set 20 appointments this week. That's pretty good. You know, she can get off the phone. Explains.
You've reached 9.
Elyssa.
Oh, boy. See a lot of mail order brides around here.
Hi, Neosha?
Yes.
Hi, this is Elyssa. You had request information for mortgage protection. Do you remember doing that? Okay, well, I'm the agent that handles your area. Let me see, you are in Ocala. Let me see. Do you and your husband work during the day, or are you guys retired?
We work.
You work. Okay, what time are you guys home from work, or what day are you both off?
I'm off on Friday.
Okay, is there another day other than Friday?
Well, I work Monday to Thursday, 7 to 5:30. I work in Yansville, so we usually get home around 6:30.
Okay. Let me see if you're in Ocala. My first available 6:30 appointment would be, good question. Let's see. It'd have to be, believe it or not. I'm booked so far out. Could be Monday the 12th. Would you guys be available?
Monday the 12th?
Yep.
Study?
Yes. Does that work for both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me just get some information. Can you please put in your calendar, being that it's so far out, Elyssa and Jason, I will be there with my husband. And how old are you and how old is Johnny? You're both 35?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you guys smokers or non?
Yeah.
Okay. Any major health issues? Diabetes, cancer, heart?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so you will put in your calendar Monday, November 12th at 6:30, Elyssa and Jason. Okay? Yep. And let me verify, you guys live at 5521 Northeast 11th Avenue. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you could tell your husband, because I need both of you there that Monday at 6:30, okay? Thank you. Have a good day.
So we explain what it is, we explain who you are, you explain the availability times you have, you explain the schedule, you explain what it is sometimes. So if that, like that guy asked, he wants to ask a couple questions. Have them write it down, confirm information, and make sure both of you are home, both parties are at home during that time. A lot of you can't do it this way. You're not being trained actually properly at this moment, but what we're trying to do is get you some ideas. And the reason I state that is because we're setting out so far. We may do another confirmation on these, but we have so many leads and so many people to attack, can't get to them all. We have a flood of leads coming in. I just keep leads pouring in. I just keep them pouring in nonstop so I can hit my numbers every week. If I don't see everybody, so what? I still hit my numbers. And that's all I really care about. If they are serious, I'll eventually get to these people if they want a good rep handling their situation. So if you get to a point where you're able to afford the numbers, afford the leads in the marketing, you just keep them pouring in, and turn your business into a McDonald's, over 1 billion seen, or fed, or whatever the hell the logo is. But at the end of the day, you got to get to that point. And that's where me and Elyssa used all B leads to get to where we're at. Rarely any A leads, and never mortgage protection. All we've done for years was do final expense. I did it for 7 years, and Elyssa did it for like 3, and then we went to Florida and finally got into mortgage protection. And to be trained on what to do next, it's at 10 a.m. this morning. I'll be live training you guys up on what to do. Or maybe I'll even start it at 9 a.m. to do it early today. But this is an important sheet. This isn't everything, but it narrows it down. Makes it simple. You can grow a team easier with better resources. Better marketing helps a new rep get on the phone and set appointments. We have our reps new reps have no problem getting into homes. No problem at all. Then it's just a benefit. What do they have knowledge-wise? What do they use it? It's up to them to really get that education, but we do provide that weekly too, daily and every week. Can't lose here, man. Can't lose. Come on, baby. Come say hi to everybody. Come say hi to everybody.
Automatic voice message system 7275055.
Let me back. Robbie, quit bumping into her. There we go. Look how limp she is.
Show her facey.
Clear face? Look at that pretty little mug.
It's a lamb. How limp she
Look at her
is.
sister. Look how limp she gets in my arms. Dead weight.
She loves her dad.
What is he? He?
What do you want to do after the webinar so I know how to dress? What do you want to do after the webinar? Huh? Jenny, what do you want to do after the webinar?
Come here, Ronnie.
Jason,
What?
what do you want to do?
Here's number 2. Look at this mug. That's Romeo. See the buckers? That's Romy. He's a heifer. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
What do you want to do? You told them you'd take them for a ride in the car today.
Oh, shit. All right.
You want to go to the car show?
Dial.
Gala?
Yeah, maybe. Dialing is important. You have 100 leads. You dial 100 times. That's a dialing session. No, wrong. Dialing is 200 times, 300. What do you dial till? You dial until your need is satisfied. You have $10,000 at the end of the week. You have $5,000, guys. $3,000 a week. Change your life, man. What do you do with that money? Well, you take 500 of it and reinvest it back in your business. I got people out there, they will write policies on themselves to get started, which we help you do too. They will sell big deals and they will pay off all their bills. And they won't reinvest back into their business. That's stupid. That's dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
Dum, da, dum, dum.
Gotta reinvest into your business. And dialing's important. 100 leads, dial 200 times. Dial, dial, dial. Dial until you hit your number. You put a number on the board. I'm gonna erase this. Put a number up, you say,
I'm sorry I can't.
Hello?
To send your message.
Hello.
all right, you want 5 appointments. You've been doing this a year, 2 years. You're still ordering 10 leads a week. New. 10 to 20. This can get this. So can this, if it's done weekly. Eventually you have enough leads to dial. Your first couple weeks in the business, don't plan on buying a yacht or moving to a new home, because you're not going to do it. 5 appointments, 10 to 20 leads a week will eventually get you to 5 appointments. 5 sits, you want to call them. Sitting with the client, actually. That's just the appointment. So sits are important. You can have 5 appointments but not see anybody. You have 5 sits, then you're selling. So you got your appointments. Leads.
Hi, Richard. Hi, this is Elyssa. You had requested information from Mortgage Protection. Do you remember doing that? So do you want me to call you back? Okay, I'm just setting an appointment with you to come bring you the information, but I can call you back if you'd like. Okay, I'll call you back. Thank you. You're welcome.
So
Bye-bye.
you have your leads, you got your sets, you got your sits, you got your sales, you even got referrals, you got annuity sales, team growth. There's a lot of different avenues to make money, of course, but everybody's trying to get here before they do all this. So master this part of the game first before you start trying to.
Hi, Paul.
Yes.
My name is Elyssa. You had requested information for Mortgage Protection. Do you remember doing that?
Mean by mail?
Yeah. Well, you just sent in a request, either you or your wife.
Yes.
That you were interested? Yes, by mail.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I am the agent that handles your area. So are you and your wife retired, or do you work during the day?
I work right now, but I don't even want to send by email. I really don't want to get any appointments. Sit down and talk.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm a broker, so I would have to come and bring you the information to apply as many discounts as possible. It's nothing that can be done via email. There's just way too many variables. So do you want me to call you back at another time and we can set something up?
Yeah, I'll talk to my wife about it. Give me a call back next week.
It's just information.
Okay, it's just information. That's all, Paul. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Don't call, send info.
So discounts. I'm just calling to apply. I can't send it through the mail. I can't email it. I can't tell you over the phone. I need to see you in person. There's too many variables involved. I want to apply as many discounts as possible to get you the lowest rate. It's just information. That's all it is. You're just an information guy. And if you treat yourself like that and stop being a salesman, you'll get more information into people's hands. Information is what you're selling, or what you're applying to the appointment or the sit. You sit with somebody from an appointment that was set at your home.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Yes.
Hi, this is Elyssa. You had requested information for mortgage protection.
Yeah, sure. How can we help you?
Okay, so I wanted to set up an appointment to see you and your husband. Do you both work during the day, or are you retired?
My husband, he works pretty much from like, he has to leave here around 10:30 in the morning and get back here later around 10:30 at night.
10 to 10? Okay, what day is he off?
Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay, I'll have to check with my husband. Typically, we don't work on the weekends. So let me check with my husband, see if he's willing to come out.
Where's she at?
Denellen?
Yeah, Danella.
How about her herself? If we gave her the information and she could share it with him.
Can we give you the information and you could share it with him?
Sure, do you really have to come or
We apply as many discounts as possible.
I work for a brokerage and I have multiple carriers. So in order to give you as many discounts as possible, I would have to come and see you to qualify you for these discounts.
We got 20 people to see next week. We can't spend the time selling over the phone.
Yeah, so let me check with my husband and I'll get back to you about a Saturday appointment.
All right,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So what we can do in this case is, since me and Elyssa only do this Monday through Thursday in the field, that we can just take a special day out, take a ride someday, and just go see her real quick on a Saturday.
No big deal.
Or give it to one of our reps.
It's about 5 minutes and I'm going in there to go.
That's fine.
No.
Hi, John.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Elyssa with your mortgage protection. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm sorry that I didn't make it last week. We got tied up at another home. We were writing policies for the whole family. Do you know your schedule for this coming week?
I don't know day by day.
Okay.
I'm on call.
Got it. So what would be the best time? Just call you the day before?
Yeah, I call Marilyn's phone and she can get a hold of me because I drive the truck and it's kind of hard for me to get the phone.
Okay. I just book up, so there's rarely a spot that I have like a 24-hour schedule available. I guess I'll just call you guys back. Thank you.
Thank you.
One more.
All right, so we have apply as many discounts as possible to that lead. You know, when you're contacting a lead, you have somebody to see, 61 years of age, 40 years of age. Who knows the ages? They're all, they're all over the place. So before you get in the house, make sure you ask the questions. Cancer, heart, major issues. like if you really want to get in your house and know what you're pushing or what you should be, what information guide you should bring, what product, what carrier you should use, get all this done. You know, get into the home, get the information, let them know it's just information. You're just applying discounts. You have leads, you sets, your sales, you get annuities out of it, you get team growth, you get more leads out of the deal. You get referrals if you can work on referrals. Referrals, I don't know, a lot of people don't work this angle because it's timely. I don't do it much because I have enough people to see, I guess. I got lazy maybe. I don't know what to say. In my old days, when I had nobody to see, I know I was taking down referrals. I'd ask them, you know, do you have a cell phone we could use? And I'd get the referrals like nuts. But that's it, guys, for the appointment setting. So, I mean, it's that simple. I mean, there was 18 when we started. She sat down for what, 30 minutes, set like 3, 4, or 5 more. She's out there setting a couple more, I guess, or calling more people. I don't know. But there's plenty of people for me to see. And it takes that many people to see in this business. A lot of you are going to get frustrated by the fact that you think you're supposed to be selling everybody. Everybody's supposed to buy this stuff. It's not how it is at all. Trust me. So when you're getting into this industry of mortgage protection and you're new to this, make sure that you continue final expense leads coming in. I didn't transition without final expense leads coming in. So do not make the transition just on mortgage protection. Don't trust the business yet. Don't trust yourself yet. Don't know enough. You haven't sat with enough of these mortgage protection people to understand what they're going to say, how they're going to say it, what tonality, what money, everything that comes at you with mortgage protection. So make sure that you're prepared. Ask the questions so you know what you're getting into. Understand whether they have cancer, heart, or any major issues before you walk in. And then, you know, non-smoker or smoker, and make sure you're stopped doing one-leggers. Go in, sit with 2 people. You have 2 other options besides the husband and wife. Number 2 is, does anybody else help you make important decisions? Does anybody else help you make important decisions? That's a valuable question. Have them there with you. 2, I don't have anybody that helps me make important decisions. Okay, do you know if you know who your beneficiary would be for the home or for your assets? You know what? Really, don't ask about assets. Don't do that. Don't ask anything with money. But you can ask about the home sometimes if you feel like it's comfortable. Sometimes you can tell over the phone, in somebody's voice, how they're going to react to some questions. So you got to get good at reading people too. And reading books, guys, is key to learning about people too. If you can become a reader, you will become a leader one day. Okay? So leaders are readers. And get your desk set up. Here, let me show you this office a little bit. There is carrier boxes over there filled with stuff. They're out in the garage too. You got your printer, fax, you got your computer, you got your desk, you got paper ready, you got pens, pencils, you got lead books, you got drawers and drawers filled with clients. You know, once you're able to get to this point and you have all these clients in here and this thing goes back, these are filled. Every one is filled. All of them. All of them are filled. So once you get to that point, your business is structured. You have a lot of people to contact. You got lead flow constantly. You got money. It's worry-free from that point. It's just that beginning part you got to get past. So my advice, keep your final expense leads coming in. Keep money. Green at the end of the week. That's all your concern is, okay? Helping people while you make money. Helping people while I make money. Helping people while I make money, okay? So I'm helping people while I make money. That's it for today. I'm going to get back on here in a couple minutes, and we will go over what to do in the home next, okay? So give me a little time to freshen up, get prepared. But remember, keep your lead flow coming. Do not stop your lead flow. Reinvest. Study. If you're on the wrong script and you're using the wrong leads, text us leads, and we'll get you some leads over. Have a great morning. I'll see you soon with some information on how to sell inside the home, okay? Thanks.